point guard is by far the hardest position every single year. And with the recent release of NBA 2k26, us guards must adapt to the new changes in mechanics of dribbling, shooting, and everything that comes with the point guard position in NBA 2k26. But lucky for y'all, that's my specialty. And after this video, you will become a whole different guard. Welcome to Guard University. So for the people who don't know who I am one of the pioneers of the NBA 2K Guard Academy series, which was originated from NBA 2K22 and 2K23 from myself and No Limit Len. What was once Guard Academy, it was revamped by yours truly February, 7 months ago, because we are done with the academy and now we are on to college, Guard University. The whole purpose for Guard University is for me to update y'all boys on the best SIGs, the best jump shots, best guard builds, and the best tips and tricks. And last but not least is to leave this video better than when you clicked on it. And trust me, you will. We do this every year. This year, NBA 2K26, we'll be doing the same thing. I felt like I had to let all y'all know about that, but with that being said, I love y'all. Let's get into this. Alright, so for the most important step to being a comp guard in NBA 2K26 is your guard build. Your guard build is where it all starts. If you have a garbage guard build, you will not be functioning as a point guard. Previous years like old gen 2K22, 23, 24, you can actually get away with not having dunk on your guard build, but I feel like this year it's different. Every single year the builder changes in a sense, you know what I'm trying to say? So there's a couple things that you could do. You could go 6'1" through 6'4". Those are the best guard build heights, the best meta guard build heights in this game. If you want to be fast, if you want to dribble fast, if you just want to be fast in general. Now they did drop an update today where they did buff contest. So as of right now, we will be making a 6'4". We will be making a 6'4" guard height. For the boys that are just watching this video and you're new to 2K, trust me, this build is going to be a good starting build and a good cat breaker build. So you got a 2-in-1 special. So let's just hop into it and I'll just go over as we go. Obviously, position is going to be a point guard because this is Guard University. 6'4" height, 175 weight, and a 6'4" wingspan. The reason why I went 6'4" wingspan, which is minimum wingspan on a 6'4", is so we can get a 99 3 ball and a 91 speed with ball. I'm telling y'all gonna see how I cook up this build. Do not worry. Now starting off with the finishing for our close shot, we are going to want to put it to a 69. Close shot is gonna just go up by itself either way. For the driving layup, you're gonna put it to a 77. I feel like a driving layup 77 is the greatest driving layup rating that you can get because you don't have to waste too much attributes and it's reliable and it's viable. If you're open in the paint, you go up for a layup, you're gonna hit it every single time, especially if you're not contested. All right, now you can still time layups with a 77 driving layup, well, contested layups I should say, but it's not gonna be crazy because it is a 77. Just know that you don't need nothing higher than this when it comes to this guard build right here. Like 80 driver dunk is gonna be all you need because at the end of the day, this is going to be a cat breaker and starting build. So you can, like, let's just say you can cat break it to 92 if you want. Just know that you can probably make this guard build and you can progressively get it better throughout time. This is a starting build plus cat breaker build. Remember that, y'all. You know what I'm trying to say? So if it doesn't look insane, if it doesn't look crazy, because you're not gonna have 99 in every single stat. That's just not how it works. Something has to be put down so then something can be put up, if that makes sense. That's just how the builder works. You know what I'm trying to say? So 80 driving dunk, 77 driving layup, and 77 close shot. We're gonna leave the finishing like that just for now. You can't get 70 dunks in this game as a 6'4" and under guard, so it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why it's like that, but let's go on to shooting. So for the midi, we're gonna go ahead and put the midi up to an 84, and the three-pointer is gonna go up as well to a 94. The reason why we're going 94 is because at a starter, get that on gold, set shot specialist gold, limitless range gold, shifty shooter on gold, and we're gonna put 5 cat breakers on our 94 3 so that we can get a 99 3 later on. Cat breakers are not super hard to get in this game. They're way easier than last year because you get it through challenges, crews, and different things. So with that being said, having 10 cat breakers on one build isn't nothing crazy. It's actually way more common on this game than it was last year. But that's it for the shooting. Let's go to the playmaking. So starting off with the pass accuracy, I'm gonna go ahead and put this to a 70. I have a 70 to 71 pass accuracy on every single one of my guard builds. I have 6 guard builds in this game, y'all. Yes, 6. I know it's crazy. 2K26 just came out, but at the end of the day, I'm just trying to find the best guard builds in the game. I'm testing it out. I'm like a mad scientist, all right, y'all? But with that being said, pass accuracy of a 70 is not bad whatsoever. If you're throwing smart passes, it's gonna be perfectly fine. And on top of that, once again, y'all, you get cat breakers. You get cat breakers. You can put your pass accuracy to as high as you want at the end of the day progressively with this build, so that's not too much big of a deal. So for the ball handle, we're gonna go ahead and put the ball handle to a 92 because we do get handles for days on gold and unpluckable on gold also. If y'all concerned about getting handles for days on Hall of Fame, you can still get it on Hall of Fame and Legend if you use your max +1 and max +2s of your badge perks to do that. You know what I'm trying to say? The speed with ball is going to be a 91. It maxes out to 91 on a 6'4". I wish that it actually went higher because speed with ball actually does matter in this game. But the good thing about a 6'4" is that 6'4" guards dribble wider. They dribble wider. So if you have Lightning Launcher Hall of Fame, you max +1 into Legend, you will be moving and grooving. I'm telling you. So that's it for the playmaking. Let's move on to the defense. So for the interior defense, I went ahead and put it to a 35. I am a big person when it comes to attributes, but we're 6'4". We're not really going to be getting stops in the paint anyway. It's any type of build that you think that you about to get a stop on in the paint, it's just not going to happen. You know what I'm trying to say, bro? Because at the end of the day, we don't get no badges. So even if we put our interior defense all the way maxed out to a 71, I do think that it matters to have the attribute up. But in this case scenario for this build, we're going to leave it at a 35. For the perimeter defense, we're going to go ahead and put it all the way up to an 82 because at the 82 perimeter defense, you do get Challenger on silver, which is very key for being a 6'4" guard build. We're not 6'4" for no reason. We got to get some type of contest, especially when tall guards are trying to sit there and shoot over us on a 3s court, 2s court. It's primarily a 3s build, but you can still get it done on a 2s court if you're good enough, all right, bro? If you're good enough, you can still get it done on a 2s court. So the same thing goes for all the other attributes. You can still cap break the perimeter defense to like an 85 to get Challenger on gold or something like that. Defense is not that important on this build because this is an offensive juggernaut. So for the steal, we're going to put the steal to a 6. So if y'all don't know, you can manipulate into the builder into the best of your ability to basically benefit you and your build and what you want to do, especially with your cap breakers. So the reason why I went with a 60 steal is because you can put 2 cap breakers on your steal and make it a 73, and that's going to give you interceptor on silver. So we're going to put the block all the way up, maxed out to a 61, because I feel like block rating matters more than interior defense in this game. So I want to be getting blocks for my 6'4", and it matters because last year when I was putting block rating on my guard builds, I was getting blocks even with a 5'9" and stuff like that on some crazy stuff. So with that being said, we're going to just put this back down to a 35 and we're going to leave the block at a 60. So 60 block, 60 steal just for right now, 82 perimeter defense, and then 35 interior defense, which you can also cap break later on with this build. So for rebounding, we are a point guard. We're a 6'4" guard. We're not going to be rebounding the ball anytime soon. So we're going to go ahead and put this to a 25 and this to a 42. We're going to go on to the physicals now. So for the physicals, we're going to leave the speed at 91. We're going to put the agility to an 84. I just forgot that you do have to put the block down once. So we're going to have a 59 block instead of a 60 to have an 84 agility, so with that we can get those good motion styles and stuff like that, because motion styles are important in this game. You know what I'm trying to say? So a 91 speed, 84 agility, 42 strength, and 61 vertical. We're going to go ahead and go to the standing dunk. Boom, we're going to put that to 26. And as you can see, 99 out of 99. This is how your build would look at a 99 overall. Obviously, there's going to be cap breakers. There's going to be different specializations. There's going to be different things you could do with this build. And we have built a 3-point shot hunter, good 3s build, good stage 3s build, good 2s build too. You can still get done on 2s court. Don't overthink it too much, y'all boys. But if you want to be good in the 3s, want to be good on this game, got to make this build right here. Y'all should be fine, all right? All right, y'all, so it's time to go over the jump shots. I will be giving y'all my tested jump shots, my best jump shots, not anybody else's best jump shots, February's jump shots that are tested and that I basically proved to be the best jump shots in the game for small guards or just guards in general. You know what I mean? But we're just going to go ahead and get into it real quick. All right, y'all, so starting off with the first jump shot. This is the jump shot that I currently use right now. It is going to be Quentin Grimes base, AJ Green upper release 1, and Baluba upper release 2. I'm pretty sure that you can use Quentin Grimes on a tall guard as well. So for any tall guard, maybe 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", that is watching this video right now, you can go ahead and use this jump shot just like me, just like a 6'4" guard. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. Shout out 2K Last for actually confirming that Quentin Grimes is a very good base in this game. It's probably one of the best bases in the game right now if you do not got Patrick Mills, especially under 6'4", because only people that are under 6'4" can get Patty Mills at a starter 4. I'm about to be starter 4 soon, so a video will be coming out on that base soon. I'm not gonna lie to you though, bro. The visual cue will always be released. My release speed is always going to be very quick, and the animation blending is going to be 81%. Baluba and 19% AJ Green. This jump shot is green bean chicken wing. You know what I'm trying to say? If y'all don't know what that is, that's my slogan for every time I green a shot. So this jump shot will have you playing this game all day because you're just going to be hitting every single shot. You know what I mean? All right, man. So for the second jump shot, it is going to be Stephen Curry, upper release 1, Colin Sexton, upper release 2, Cameron Thomas. This is the only other jump shot that I'll use when I'm on my small guard because when you fade, it's a different animation. It's just a different jump shot animation in general. It's the greatest shooter of all time, Stephen Curry, y'all. You cannot get wrong with Stephen Curry. Blending and release speed is going to be released because I feel like it is the best shot timing visual cue in this game for muscle memory and for timing. Release speed is going to be very quick. It is a very fast jump shot, y'all. So if you like fast jump shots, this might be the jump shot for you. 40% Colin Sexton, 60% Cameron Thomas. This jump shot is green bean chicken wing. I promise y'all. If y'all don't like that Quentin Grimes base jump shot that I just gave y'all, go ahead and try this one out. You will not go wrong with this jump shot at all. I promise you. Alright, y'all, so it's important to know that if you are new to 2K, a lot of these settings in your controller settings can mess up your gameplay and can make you think that you're either trash at the game or that you're doing something wrong. So I just want to show y'all the best controller settings in the game. First things first, you want to make sure that passive dribble hand switches is set to disabled. If you hop on this game for the first time ever and you didn't play 2K in previous years, you want to make sure that this is disabled because it is going to be messing up your dribble moves. It's going to be making you switch hands when you try to combo, when you try to dribble, when you try to do things such of that nature. So you got to make sure that this is off. Pro stick orientation is absolute. Shot meter input type button only. Shot time and visual cue, I set this to release. This is for like my team and quick game and stuff like that, but I still set it to release just in case. You know what I'm trying to say? Just in case. And then you want to scroll down. You want to look for pass target openings. Basically what this does is it makes passing to your teammates very easy because you do not have to icon. So let's just say you're playing rec and somebody's open in the corner. You click X or A if you want Xbox. Boom, is going to pass to the open man every single time. You want to come up here to skip pass and you want to also set this to disabled. I don't really think this does anything too crazy, but anything that I don't know of, I just set to disabled because I don't want anything messing up with my game, messing up my gameplay whatsoever. We're gonna keep scrolling down. Auto lob to move a receiver should be disabled. I don't even know why this is in the game, bro. Like, Mike Wayne has got to take everything out the game that does not really matter and that just shouldn't be in the game in general. You know what I'm saying? So you want to scroll all the way down to controller functions. You want to make sure that vibration function is off and trigger effect is also off. Box of the shit strength, I'll put it to 35, and then player icons on. You want to make sure that this is on just so you know who to pass it to and stuff like that. All these other things don't really matter. Everything is going to be set to automatic. But yeah, those are the best controller settings in NBA 2K26. Y'all want to make sure that y'all copy those down, especially if you're not trying to have any settings mess up with your gameplay and stuff like that. and just how effective that the momentum can be. Next, for the step back, Devin Booker is by far the best step back in the game, in my opinion. There's other good ones like Jalen Brunson, Vince Carter, but Devin Booker is the fastest and the most effective when it comes to combo dribbling, which is what we do, y'all. So next is the motion style, and the motion style is very important because it basically controls how fast your player runs, jogs on the court, and stuff like that. And there's some theories going on since NBA 2K24 that it basically helps you dribble fast as well. So Kyrie Irving is the best for me when it comes to dribbling and stuff like that. So, of course, we have to start off with the most effective move in the game, and it's going to be the speed boost. The speed boost is going to come from Ja Morant dribble style. That's why I said that Ja Morant dribble style is the most important thing in the game. You know what I'm trying to say? So, as you can see, this is the speed boost right here. When I'm doing this right here, you know, this is how I'm getting open. I will forever get open off of that move right there because it is just simply too fast and you're changing direction at a fast rate. So with that being said, how to speed boost in NBA 2K26, there's different ways to speed boost. So basically it's an angle thing. So if the ball is in my left hand, I'm going to hold R2. You cannot speed boost in this game without holding R2. It is just not possible. If the ball's in the left hand, you want to flick the right stick to the right. Let's do an escape. Right here, if it's in the right hand, you want to flick it to the left. Now, if you feel like you're dribbling slow, input speed is a factor. Input speed is very important in this game because if I'm holding R2 and I flick it slow, it's going to do the move slow. If I flick it fast, it's going to do the move fast. See that? See that? Boom, 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 boom. Now, you do lose adrenaline when you do too many escapes in this game, so it's best to really do it behind the half court line. And this is what a lot of people do not tell you. It's best to do your dribble moves behind the half court line because you don't lose that much stamina and you don't lose that much adrenaline neither. So after you do an escape or any type of move that goes to the opposite side ball hand, once it lands in the opposite side ball hand, then you're going to keep running. See? Just like that. Just like that every single time. Every single time. Now, some people will call it left righting, but at the end of the day, y'all boys, it's a video game, and it really doesn't matter how you dribble, whether you steezo dribble, whether you stand still dribble, whether you left, right. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we are all playing a video game. We're just trying to have fun. You know what I'm trying to say? So, with that being said, let's just say you want to do the right stick cancel. I'm not going to call it the L2 cancel. I'm going to call it the right stick cancel because it just simply has nothing to do with L2. So for example, the easiest way that I will ever explain this is after every single move that you do, it's a timing to it, obviously, because timing is very important when it comes to dribbling. So if you're speed boosting to the left, you just want to flick up on the right stick to just cancel out of it. You know what I'm trying to say? So just put that into your brain that when you flick up on the right stick, you can cancel out of any move because the right stick up is the cancel. So people be trying to get it mixed up and stuff like that. Oh, there's too many moves that I'm doing. That's why I can't cancel out of it. As long as you're flicking the right stick up, you can cancel out of any move in this game. So for example, I'm gonna just show y'all how the right stick cancel looks if you're not familiar with it. So this is how it looks. That's how it looks, y'all. And that is also how you quick peek in this game as well, because again, it is a cancel. The right stick up is all that you need to cancel in this game, nothing else. So with that being said, after every move that you do, don't let the animation play out. Up on the right stick while holding R2 and then go into another move. So for example, up on the right stick, curry slide. Up on the right stick, curry slide. Up around that stick, curry slide. See what I'm trying to say? Like, look. That's all that matters, y'all. All that matters is that you flicking up on the right stick, and that is the best way to right stick cancel in this game. Now we're gonna get into a simple combo. This is a combo that I like to do. It's gonna be a momentum into a Devin Booker step back, and then a regular breakdown combo or breakdown combo itself. So how that's gonna look is basically how to do momentum. People think that this move is hard. It's not really hard. It's just really a timing and really just depends on which hesitation you have on. So if you have on Paul George hesitation or Jason Tatum hesitation, just like I told y'all boys to put on, then y'all should be good. So if the ball's in the left hand, it doesn't really matter which hand the ball is in. You just want to simply make sure that you get used to this move right here. This is basically flicking up on the right stick. You're going to get this hesitation. Sometimes if you get the momentum wrong and the timing wrong, you will do this move. So with that being said, once you get used to that move, you simply want to flick up on the right stick, and then you want to run to the opposite side ball hand. So if the ball's in the left hand, I want to run to the right with the left stick when I flick up on the right stick while holding R2. So boom, 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 boom. So the same thing goes, y'all. The same thing goes with the right hand. If it's in the right hand, flick up on the right stick, hold R2, and then run to the left with the left stick. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. See what I'm saying? Now, if you're getting this, you're doing it right. You know what I'm trying to say? It takes some time to get used to because it is weird. It is very weird on your fingers at first if you do not know how to do it or if you never did it in this game. So with that being said, once you get the momentum down, once you finally get it down, because it probably will take you some time, to be honest, then you want to keep holding R2 and then flick down on the right stick. So very simple combo. Again, once you get past the momentum, you flick down on the right stick while holding R2, and then you keep holding R2, and then you flick up on the right stick. So this is how to do the Jordan pull breakdown combo. So this is how it looks all together. And you can even do it like, you know, backwards. You know what I'm trying to say? Momentum, then breakdown combo, then step back. See what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do it one more time though for y'all boys. Now for this next thing, we're gonna do a change of pace. So change of pace basically looks like this. All right, change of pace, boom, boom. Change of pace. This is how you mess up your defender. You know what I mean? And basically what I'm doing right here is I'm simply running to the left or to the right and then flicking up to cancel, which is the right stick cancel, and then flicking down to do the Devin Booker step back. So how this looks again is boom, 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 boom. See? And then what I'm doing to make it look faster is basically doing the Kemba Walker escape. So boom, 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 boom. See that? As you can see, I'm barely losing adrenaline because I'm taking 2 to 3 steps only. Okay, I lost adrenaline there because I was doing the Kemba Walker escapes. If you do the Kemba Walker escapes a lot, you're going to lose adrenaline. So it's best to really do it back here because look, I'm not losing adrenaline. See that? So for changing pace dribbling again, basically if I'm running to the left, I'm gonna do up down to cancel out of it, run this way, up down, run that way, up down, run that way. So you're controlling your player, you're making him move to the left and to the right with the left stick, and then you're flicking up and down on the right stick to cancel out of it, if that makes sense. So this is how it looks when you add in everything together, the simple combo, momentum, boom, boom, change of pace, boom, 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 into the peak. Just like that, y'all. Alright, man, so that's it for Guard University Part 1. If y'all boys want multiple parts, make sure that you show love to this video because this video does take me some time to edit. It took me about 8 hours. But hey, man, I love y'all boys so much. That's why I did it. If you do not want to miss any type of bangers for the rest of this month from your boy, make sure that you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and more importantly, turn on all post notifications so you do not miss another video from me ever again. But I love y'all boys once again. I'll see y'all next one.